What is up, y'all? We out here on this fine morning on Santee Cooper, prepping for a tournament. The tournament is tomorrow. It's a catfish tournament, 3-fish limit. I'm going out here to drag a creek channel. You can see it's not even daylight yet. It looks like we're headed out to the middle of nowhere out here, but there's actually some cover and some structure and some stuff out here underwater. This place got a lot of creek channels and humps and dips and stuff. I can pull it up on Navionics here, but I don't know if y'all will be able to see it. So our trolling motor's going all over the place here. We wrecked all over ourselves. But you can see right here, if you look, you can see my dot right there. That's a creek channel that runs up through here in the middle of this lake. It's a mile out to it from where I was at. I was gonna go drag a hump, but it's 4 miles from the boat ramp, and we got 4 hours to fish. We gotta go get bait this afternoon, so I'm running out here. I'm gonna use my side scan and scan this and see if I can drag it, and then start dragging with my dragging rigs. I'll show you all those as I set them up. If you follow my channel, you've seen my dragging rigs and my planer boards and stuff that I make. But we're gonna get out here and fish around and find out. All right, so we're gonna cut up our baits here. I got some small white perch. What I'm gonna do with them, let's see what I got out here. I got a bluegill and a couple of white perch here. I got 5 rods, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this big white perch, I'm gonna cut a head chunk off of it, I'm gonna cut the body chunk off of it, we're gonna get rid of that tail. And then I'm gonna take this smaller white perch, I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna cut it just like this, let everything get exposed, and we're just gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna do these other two the same way. Kind of aggravating, but these smaller bait fish, when you get them, you gotta make the biggest bait you can out of them. Or I like to. You don't have to. And keep in mind, anything I say, I'm not saying you have to do. I'm just saying this is how I do it. I'm gonna get my rod here. I got this rigged up with a Santee Cooper rig. I'm on Santee Cooper, so Santee Cooper rig seems to fit. If I can get it all took apart here, I wrap my rods this way, keep them from getting tangled up, and then they end up tangling up on me. It's too early for untangling messes, that's for sure. We got the sun coming up over here, and you can see it looks like we're in the middle of nowhere, but there's a real nice creek channel and stuff here that I'm in. I'm marking some bait, and that rod ain't even got a float on it, but I happen to have one out here already, just in case I got snagged up, so we'll use it. Just slide these floats on. I've got my trolling motor set to north lock to run right up this creek channel here. We're gonna put this big bluegill piece on here. I just hook them right up through the head right there. Then we're gonna give that a cast out, clip our planer board on there. Get that casted out. Get our planer board on. And I also, I use B-cap boards. I'm kind of a partner in a company, and I make every one sold. So get him clipped on there just like so. And we just leave the reel disengaged till it gets out. I'll clip the wrong board on that rod. We'll just use that for a different rod. We'll use that for the inside one, then I'll put the outside one out in a minute. It's early and I'm gonna screw up, so that's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. But we've been on some fish you guys seen in the videos here. We've been fishing way over there off this point over to the right side of where the sun's coming up behind the clouds over there. So Let's put a big bait on that one too. I'll run all my big baits on one side and all my little baits on the other today just to see if there's any preference. Let's go ahead and stop that. It's out far enough. Then I'll cast this one out. We're gonna let some line out on it because I'm gonna have to work this board out around that board now. So the joys of screwing up early in the morning. It ain't even just early in the morning. I screw up all day, every day. Let it out. So this line's out past that line whenever I go to run this board out, and I'll let it out, and then it'll come back up and come around. Now we can clip our other board on here. Y'all get to see all the... I don't hide nothing on my channel. I show all the blunders and the mishaps and all my screw ups. You guys may not even see this video. There may not be no fish in here. I don't know. It looks good on the map. And it's in the same area as where we caught fish. So I'm only a couple miles over from where we caught fish over next to the bank the other day. Then I'll take this, go over that, under this, and in the rod holder. We're gonna let him go out. I got this one out a little bit too far, so I'm gonna reel it in some here. You guys are getting all twisted up. Life jacket ain't holding the camera like it's supposed to today. Now we gotta get this one back in here. Now we'll get this one back in there. We're just gonna repeat that 4 more times, y'all. So I'll be back with you in just a little bit, hopefully with a big old fish. Well, y'all, we got the first fish here, but y'all missed me reeling it in. Oh, it ain't no monster, but we do got a fish here, so we can boat flip that guy. It took me a while, but we finally got him. We've been dragging about an hour. He's laying on my cell phone. I was playing on my phone when he hit. I quit dragging the creek channel and moved up on a big hump here. And that seems to be, I've had 2 takedowns since I did that, so. He ain't no monster, but a fish is a fish. Look at that line, how distinct it is down his side there. Camera picked that up. See it there? That's his lateral line. I've never seen them that distinct on a fish before, though. Let him go, let him go. We got another one over here trying to hook up. He came off. We'll get us another piece of bait here. That was on a piece of perch. So we'll get us another piece of perch. Put it out there. I'm just gonna fillet this dude. Cut him like that. Cut him right there. Knock it off. The reason I'm trying to run smaller baits on this line is it's got a smaller peg float, and them small peg floats won't hold up a whole lot of weight, so I keep it close and run a smaller bait on that one. I've got some more bigger peg floats, so we're going to run bigger peg floats tomorrow with bigger baits, try to keep all these smaller fish off. Get that rod out there, let it settle down. We're gonna go see if we can't get another one. Here we go, y'all. Oh, he come off, I think. No, he's still there. He's still there. We'll try to pull him in this way across that other board. The trolling motor will do its job. No, we're gonna have to bring him in over it. He's probably gonna get in that other board on me. Yep, he's going across it. I think he went under that other board, but he might not have. I'll go ahead and take this off. He don't feel like no monster. I just come across a hump. Well, he's running 100 miles an hour. There he is. There he is. He ain't gonna, I don't know if he's gonna be big or if he's just running at me. He's making a beeline across the side though. There he comes. We're gonna catch up to him right here. There he is. He ain't much big, but he's a fish. So that's 2 fish up on the hump. So now we're starting to get a pattern. So I know to stay up on these humps. Boat flipper. Nope. There we go. He's a little bigger than that other fish was. We'll take it. I'm gonna move my phone before he knocks it off in the water. We'll take it. And that fish was on that perch head I put out, so open up, buddy. Open up, little buddy. There he is, guys. Get him over here in the sun. He's got that distinct lateral line on him too. He's got some green color. He's a pretty fish. We'll catch him again later, maybe. But what I've done is right over here, this is a big long point that sticks out. And then there's a creek channel between it. And then there's a creek channel over on this side. And I'm right up on a hump in the middle of the 2 creek channels here. So I was dragging the creek channels, wasn't getting nothing. I had 1 bite. So I moved up on the hump. I've had 2 takedowns and 2 fish now. Chris is all the way over next to the shoreline over there dragging, and I think he's got 10 or 11 fish so far. So we divide and conquered. So we kind of knew the fish line, or the shoreline dragging would produce, because we did it down on the other end over here. So we kind of knew that was going to pan out. We just hadn't tried going down that shoreline, that very shoreline yet. So he tried that. I came out here in the offshore stuff to try that because I had the faster motor and I could get out here quicker. So now tomorrow, I think as of right now, if something don't change between now and then, our game plan is going to be he's going to go from one way at the boat ramp and I'm going to go the other for tournament day. We know we can catch fish. We know we can catch a couple of decent fish there. There should be some bigger ones mixed in with them if we put enough time into it. So we'll find out. See what happens. Here we go, guys. I was getting me a drink out of the cooler here and had a planer board just get smacked. Feels like a better fish too. Oh, I've got to get all my stuff up here so he don't make a mess. It feels like probably the best fish of the day, so we've definitely come up with a pattern now. I just came up on another hump. I'm in 19 foot of water now. There's like a point that sticks out here, and I just came up that point, and that's where he was living at. He's definitely better than them other fish that we've caught. Oh, if I can get a hold of this planer board. There we go. He's gonna pull a little bit. I think he's already up on top of the water. That or I seen bubbles, so. Sorry if that sun's blinding y'all, but it is what it is. I can't change where the sun goes. I was getting me a drink out of the cooler there, and the whole kayak turned sideways for just a second. I said, what? I looked up and the planer board was going about 100 miles an hour backwards. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, he's definitely a better fish, so we'll take him. I always tell people when they catch a fish that one fish ain't a pattern, but that's 3 so far, and they all came from up on that hump, so that tells me I got a pattern. He just about came in the kayak all on his own right there. Let me give him a little slack here so I can get a hold of him. Oh, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. He's gonna make a mess here. Play all kinds of games on me. Oh, come here, buddy. Definitely the best fish of the day, so we'll gladly take him. Oh. Boy, I'm telling y'all, them catfish sumo hooks, they get in there and they stay in there in these fish. So that guy there, he's skinny, but he's long. He'll go 35 inches. So it's about par for the course what everybody else is catching too. So we'll gladly take him. And we know we got a pattern now. I've got to quit in a few minutes. So I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but this point right up here, I'm trying to get the camera to pick it up there. There's a big long point sticks out. Well, I'm dragging right up the end of that. There's an underwater point that comes out way farther than that, and I'm dragging right up it. So you can see here, I'm marking a fish on the sonar right now. I'm in 20 foot. Back over where I was at earlier, I was in 40 foot. So I've come up on this point and it started producing. So we'll drag this. I think me and Chris are gonna fish till 11. It's 10, like 10:30 right now or something. So we'll just continue this up on that point just like we're going. And if we start getting some monsters, we'll come back over here tomorrow. But if nothing changes, I'll be back over on the other side where y'all seen a couple videos ago. So we'll check in with you guys here in just a few minutes and see if we've got any more and see how we're going. Well, y'all, we are headed back to the boat ramp here, as you can probably tell. We didn't get any more fish. I did mark some more fish on my way out of there, though. Chris caught, I think, about 20 fish over here, right through here where we're coming through now. So this is directly in line with what we dragged day before yesterday. So we're going to come out here in the morning for tournament day. And I think I'll go all the way down to the opposite end first thing in the morning and drag my way back to here and try that. So we know we can get 30, 35 inch fish, which seems to be what everybody's getting. Justin got a couple of decent fish yesterday that would beat it. So it's going to be a tight race. Me and Justin's actually battling for points for Angler of the Year. I'm 1 point behind him. So I need a good top finish to pass him. And then Adam is right behind me, trying to knock me into 3rd place. So he needs a good finish to do that. So we'll see where it all shakes up at. Right now we're gonna load up and get out of here. Go get us a cheeseburger somewhere and go catch bait for tomorrow, so we got the fresh bait. If y'all follow the channel, you know I'm a stickler for good fresh bait for a tournament day. So we'll go try to get that took care of. We'll get checked in tonight, get some rods rigged up, get in bed early, and be out here before daylight. So y'all get out, fish around, and find out.